Tricia Stark, and this is Craving Confidence, the series that helps you build your confidence from the boardroom to the bedroom and everywhere in between. This episode's topic is confidence killers. They stalk you, they sneak up on you, and sometimes they are right in front of your face and you don't even see them. What are your confidence killers? See if any of these sound familiar. Worry, blame, stress, jealousy, doubt, dishonesty, negative people. The list goes on, and it is a monster. Now, there are a lot of things that we do to ourselves that are confidence killers, like not getting enough sleep, letting ourselves get run down, overeating, overdrinking, taking drugs. All of these things steal our confidence because they throw us off balance. Our body can't do its job correctly. We're not the fine working machine that we were designed to be. And since our body and mind are connected, we can feel unmotivated and unable to handle different situations that confront us. When we take better care of ourselves, there's room to feel more confident and self-assured. Now, worry and dwelling, they're a team of natural-born killers. It seems to be easier for us to think about what can go wrong, what we don't want, instead of focusing on what can go right and what we do want. So start thinking about what can go right and focus only on what you want to have happen in your life. Try it for a few days. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Then there's dishonesty. Now, many people who lack confidence use dishonesty to cover insecurity, lack of ability, and to protect their ego. The problem with dishonesty is that you subconsciously live in fear of being found out. Everything that you do is built on a shaky foundation. It's almost impossible to be dishonest and feel good about yourself, unless you're really good at fooling even yourself. Dishonesty is kind of like a beach ball being held underwater, and once your wet hand slips off, it's going to surface for everybody to see, and boy, does it make a splash. When you have a clean conscience, you can stand up to the toughest challenge and the toughest people. Now, it's been said that confidence is an inside job, and that is right on the money. When you define yourself by outside things, it's really hard to be confident in multiple areas of your life. You're not your job. You're not your finances. You're not the school you graduated from. Sure, those are things that are a part of you, but you are so much more. Another confidence killer is focusing on the past. The father of positive thinking, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, said, "The person who has the philosophy of the new beginning is the person who will never continue to associate with his failures. Never hang around with your failures. Never talk about them, never think about them, walk away from them. No matter what they are, never settle for a failure." You know, you can't change your past. What's done is done. So why relive it in your mind? Move on. A shark will die if it doesn't keep moving forward. So you should keep moving forward. I used to write down things on a piece of paper that I thought I failed at, and I would crumple up that paper and throw it in the garbage, and somehow it made it easier to just be done with it. Gossip and being critical of others kills your confidence too. It's just all negative energy. The most confident people are always building others up. As mothers throughout history are known for saying, if you don't have something nice to say about somebody else, don't say anything at all, right? Well, when you build others up and look for the good in others, amazingly, you find it in yourself. And when you hear others gossiping or bad-mouthing somebody else, bow out gracefully or change the subject to something positive. There will always be negative people out there, and they love to get support from others to justify their negativity. So don't be an accomplice to energy that stinks, because then you're going to stink too, and others will smell you from a mile away. Another confidence killer is comparing yourself to others. You cannot compare an apple to an orange. They will never be the same. There is no one in the world like you. Out of the billions of people in the world, it is truly incredible that we each have our own set of fingerprints. Think about that. It's your personal code that proves you are unique, which means when your hand touches this life, it's never been done in just that way by anybody else before you. Everything you do is with your own personal energy. Just because others have done something before, it has never been done your way before with your life force, and it never will again by anybody else. Here's another one. minimizing yourself. This one's a doozy. Can you take a compliment? When somebody says something nice about you, to downplay whatever it is, or do you say, "Thanks so much, I really appreciate it," or "Hey, thanks, you really made my day"? It took me a really long time to gracefully accept a compliment. But you know what? People who can accept them seem to spread them around to others easier. Or we minimize our past accomplishments because in retrospect, they somehow seem like they were easy to attain now that we're past them. I heard a soap opera actor being interviewed on the radio one day, and he kept making it sound that what he did wasn't so impressive as the big movie that he and his friend were going to write. He wanted to prove that he was working on something that he felt had more credibility for an actor. But as someone once said, there are no small parts, only small actors. To all those out-of-work actors, I bet that soap opera job looks like winning the lottery. Try and look at your life from someone else's perspective. I bet some of the things that you've accomplished in your work and at home are still dreams for other people in the world. Never ever say, "Oh, I couldn't do that, I'm not blank enough," you fill in the word. Always say, "Why not me?" In the book A Return to Love, Marianne Williamson wrote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us." We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? She says, you're a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine, as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that's in us all. It's not just in some of us, it's in everybody. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Boy, she was really right. Finally, being overly self-conscious can really throw you off your feet. When you focus on yourself, it's really hard to focus on others and what's going on around you. When I was a teenager and even in my early 20s, I used to think that people were watching my every move until I realized that they were watching their every move. People really aren't that concerned about you, with the exception of your friends and your family, of course. They're thinking about themselves and hoping that they make a good impression, or they're thinking about all the stuff that's going on in their own lives. And once you get out of your own head and start focusing on others, you forget about yourself for a little while. That's the reason it's been proven that volunteering or helping others can actually bring us better health. We stop dwelling on ourselves and we're more alive. When your thoughts are, "How can I help?" instead of, "I hope they like me," the whole world changes. Well, that's just a few of the confidence killers that are lurking around out there. We're going to be serving up some more on another episode of Craving Confidence. And I want to hear from you. Let me know about confidence topics that you'd like us to cover. Email me at patricia@cravingconfidence.com. We're here to satisfy your craving.